Good morning, ma'am. How are you today?
Fantastic, and you?
I am just fine, ma'am. Thanks for asking.
Well, isn't that just peachy?
I guess. How may I help you today, ma'am?
How does it feel working for the dark side?
Pardon me, ma'am?
I mean, it's slavery, isn't it?
Certainly not. That's a popular misconception. In fact, our colonists are given the best of care, a job suited to their talents, and a full salary.
You tell yourself that if that makes it easier to sleep at night. That's all, thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. Please come back and see us again. Well,
That's all.
Thank you, ma'am. Please.
It's a list of today's departures. There's a shuttle leaving approximately every 40 minutes. Rapture Revisited. They're relaunching the original Amethyst drug. Stimulant. Twice as effective at half the cost. Time to usher in a whole new generation of drug addicts. It's a garbage bin.
I am sorry, but this Bingo instant pizza maker has been shut down by order of if you or any...
They got the coolest clothes in that store. The coolest and most expensive. I saved for months to buy a pair of socks there once. The coolest pair of socks I ever had. I could definitely do with a change of clothes. And so what if this store's way out of my league? After what I've been through, I deserve to splurge a little. I look good, I feel good. Thank God they had a thermal shower in there. I needed a proper disinfection and delousing. Cool and expensive. Cool. Officer,
Yes, ma'am?
can you direct me to the MTI building?
Certainly. See that huge, massive, towering building over there?
That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Wow, it's a faux Roman palace. How very Las Vegas. Scary. I believe that circle with a big X through it is supposed to represent the destruction of the balance. These guys don't get around. He looks like a reception. Hi there, Jerry.
Gerald, do you have an appointment?
I'm visiting a friend of mine.
Oh, really? Then your name would be in my appointment diary, yes?
I don't know. I don't really have an appointment.
You don't say. And do you really have a friend in the building?
No.
Then I suggest you turn around and walk out of here, miss. This is a private building.
How do I call the elevator?
You do not, miss. I call it.
All right, thanks.
No, you misunderstand. I call it. For people who work in the building, or for those with appointments with the people who work in the building. You are... how shall I put this? Street vermin. A hooligan. Scum.
You were homesick the day they taught diplomacy, weren't you, Jerry?
Gerald, please leave the building.
What floor is Jacob McAllen on?
We do not have a Jacob McAllen working here, miss.
Do you have any McAllens at all? I'm not picky.
I am not about to divulge any private information to a person such as yourself.
Good for you, Jerry.
Gerald, it would be so nice if you left now, miss.
Can I bribe you?
I'm sorry. What?
Pay you to let me slip by you unnoticed into the elevator?
For goodness sake, miss, absolutely not. I am not your common lowlife.
I'm sure even a stand-up guy like you, Jerry, needs some pocket change now and then.
Gerald! And no, I do not. Now I would like you to leave. Immediately.
Thank you very much, Jerry.
Gerald! And if you do not leave, miss, I will be forced to call the police.
The desk serves two purposes: to scare the hell out of innocent visitors and to instill Gerald Rosenberg. The desk serves two purposes: to scare the hell out of innocent visitors and to instill whomever stands behind it with a sick sense of superiority. I guess he's not around. Officer,
Yes, ma'am?
I am sorry, but this bingo... If you or anyone in your immediate family has enjoyed a delicious bingo...
Those documents are just for show, to create a...
Welcome back, ma'am.
That's all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Fake documents. Fake doc... Today's arrivals. Shuttles are inbound from most of the orbiting stations, but traffic from the Morningstar dominates. It's a garbage bin. Cool. Cool and I can literally feel the price of this outfit. Nice. That's the only elevator in the building? I wonder what they do during rush hours. Gerald Rosenberg. The desk serves two purposes: to scare the hell out of innocent visitors, and to instill whomever stands behind it with a sick sense of superiority. Hi again!
Gerald.
Thanks. The desk's stunning. In a creepy
Hush.
It's the old Any chance of you deciphering this for me?
Looks old. This old? It looks old. It's gotta be old. What do you do, rip off a museum or something? Because I'm cool with that.
It was a gift. Would you be able to calculate the coordinates of that cross based on the positions of the stars?
Shouldn't be a problem, as long as this thing's accurate. I'll just do some chem trace tests. See when it was made, and then figure out the rotation of the constellations and calculate the... Yeah, sure.
And what's it gonna cost me?
This time, you still got credit from the AG unit you gave me. Works like a fucking charm, I'll tell you, baby. It's hot, I can float like the wind. Toots! Even with two people on at the same time. Oh, yeah.
I don't want to know that. So, when can I get the results?
Can't do the chem tests here, but I'll call a friend of mine. Owes me a favor. Come back later. Yeah, later. Much later.
Sure.
And hey, don't wait a week this time.
Got it. Hey, Flipper!
I'll be right up! What up?
That's all. It's an industrial strength. It's an police officer. It's a There's one piece of moldy pizza left inside this pizza box, and it seems to have chemically merged with the cardboard, so I'd better, keep it closed. It's a pizza box. Got a pizza delivery for Mr. McAllen.
Really? There's been no... Wait a second. Weren't you in here before?
Me? Nah. Been delivering pies to to Venice. I ain't been up here before. Nice hood, clean pavements, good air.
I could have sworn... Oh, very well. Give me the pizza and I will see to it that it's delivered to Mr. McAllen as soon as possible.
No can do, guy. This has got to be delivered now before it gets cold. You know how Mr. McAllen gets when his mozzarella is cold.
I can't very well leave my post, so... All right. Step into the elevator and I will send you to Mr. McAllen's office. But I want you back down here pronto, do you understand?
I don't know what they're growing in these tanks. What is that? It looks... God, it looks human! I'd guess the Vanguard are growing these creatures for a purpose. Maybe soldiers? That's one war I'll do my best to prevent. That's an amazing view. I can see clear across the city. They're humanoid. Papers. There's nothing here that... That's my name. And my address. Obviously there's... God, they've been tracking me, watching me. Uh-oh.
Oh. You were the last person I'd expect to find here, Shifter. I've spent an obscene amount of money and resources tracking you down. Since before we knew your name, before you even came to Newport. And then you simply walk into my lap, like a mouse into a great big trap, looking for the cheese, I'd imagine. The Guardian. Well, he's not here, I'm sorry to say. He's being held elsewhere, awaiting your directions. You do have them, yes. The directions to the Guardian's realm.
Let me go and I'll tell you everything.
You promised to give me a call, then. Or at least write? I wish I could trust you, Shifter, but you've been in the habit of disappearing on me. One time too many. At least you have the disc and the 2 jewels I'm missing in your possession. So good of you to bring them here. I thought I might have to go pick them up myself.
I have friends.
Oh, you do? You do? The very best friends, too. Don't make me laugh, girl. Did you really expect your good buddy Cortez to tell you the truth? Or to come to your rescue like a knight in shining armor? He's been using you. Tobias, Cortez, the bloody kin, all your friends. They've been using you for their own selfish reasons. They're no different from me, Shifter. No different at all.
They've helped me. You haven't.
Haven't I? I could have caught you earlier, Shifter. I had my eyes and ears in Arcadia, and you have made quite a spectacle of yourself from time to time. But I let you go about your business. And now you return to me with precious gifts. So don't tell me I haven't helped you, just as you're helping me now. No, you have been kept from the truth just as much as everyone, Shifter. You are just a piece in a grand game of chess. You're not even a big piece. You're a pawn. Now, give me the disc and the jewels, the dragon eyes, and then we can wrap this game up. I'm quite certain you know more than you let on about the Guardian's realm as well. I'll have that information too, very soon.
All right, I give up. Here's the disc and the jewels.
You see, I wasn't lying to you, unlike some of your accomplices. You don't have a choice. You must give me what you have.
Fine. Who the hell cares anyway? I'm exhausted and I give up. Cortez has abandoned me. I've hurt my 2 best friends in the world and maybe you're right. Maybe you're no different from the Sentinel. Maybe they're as bad as you, and maybe you deserve each other. It doesn't matter, you've won. What are you gonna do now?
Let me guess. This is where the heroine coaxes a confession from the villain before the final act of the play commences. Very well. I'm all for a satisfying denouement. What now? I have the Guardian, I have the disc, and the jewels, the key to the tower. And soon, if you play along like a nice little girl, I'll know where the gateway is.
So you don't need me anymore?
Apparently not. I thought I might, so I decided not to kill you. But now that I have the Guardian himself, your role in this game is up. After you tell me what I need to know, of course.
Then what will happen to me?
Nothing. I'll let you go. You can do me no harm, and I'm not a cruel man. Not unusually so, at any rate.
What will you do once you open the gateway to the Guardian's realm?
Gordon Alloway will take the Guardian's place in the tower, and he will rule according to my plan. The worlds will be reunited, and the Earth will be one realm, as it was, and as it should be.
So, this is all part of your master plan to rule the Earth?
When you put it like that, I guess yes. But I'll be a fair and just ruler, my dear.
What's the point? You're like, what, 60? In another 60 years, you'll be dead, and then what? Leave the kingdom to your firstborn?
I'll be around a lot longer than 60 years. A lot longer. You really don't know me, do you? You really don't know anything about me.
Apparently not. What happened to Cortez?
Cortez. I had Gordon take care of him. He was just interfering too much for his own sake. There are rules, and he broke them. He brought you into... He broke the rules.
How did you get the other 2 jewels?
I've had one of them for ages. The other came into my possession only a week ago, as luck would have it, and now I have the last 2 and the disc.
Why didn't you go look for the jewels and the pieces of the disc yourself?
I would have, but my power over Arcadia has been disturbingly limited until now. The Tyran have proved a valuable addition to my disciples, and with their help, I've dispensed with most of my opposition in Arcadia. But still, locating the stones would have required the cooperation of the Sentinel. Now, I may be a charismatic man, but I doubt they would have told me anything. And those wretched magical races, you think they would have cooperated? No. They were waiting for their savior, their prophecy come true. And you seem to fit the bill. Why not take advantage of that? As for the jewels, the white and the blue of the Drykin were not likely to submit to me, and that was a battle even I'd be well advised to avoid. But time is ticking, Shifter, and the wheel of the balance is turning. Please, enter the elevator to your right. I want to show you something. What do you think?
What is it?
This is the end result of the centuries of work and research the Vanguard have done. A breeding ground for shifters such as yourself. Warrior shifters. So tell me, what do you think?
I'm impressed.
So you should be. There's technology here that could... well, it has changed the world in ways you could never understand. Now, give me the disc and the jewels. And don't try anything this time. I might have to hurt you myself. I will ask this one last time, because I am a patient man. Where is the gateway to the Guardian's realm?
I told you I don't know.
And I'm sure you do. But I won't waste my time trying to get that information from you. I'll let someone else do that job for me. Good day. When we meet again, you'll be a lot more cooperative, I'm sure.
From a gal. I guess he's not around. I should try again later. It's a fan. Elevator locked. Hoverpad exit closed. Hoverpad exit? It's a fancy. It's still coming after me. I can literally feel the press on his outfit. Nice. Oh, this wasn't such a good idea. Hey, you wanna try discussing things over a hot cup of mocha instead of all this killing April business? It's not. Well, help! Cortez!
You've been keeping some rough company, señorita. Better be more careful in the future, no?
Where have you been?
What? Were you worried?
Yes, no, I mean, I was scared you were, dead.
So you care about me. Ave Maria Purísima. What am I going to do now without you telling me to get lost?
Don't joke about this, Cortez. I've been in a lot of situations these past few days where I could have needed your help, but you weren't there.
Perdóname. Forgive me, señorita. I've been indisposed. When I finally managed to escape my prison last night, I began looking for you. You left an interesting trail, I must say.
What do you mean?
For one, the border house, most of Venice for that matter, was under guard. There seemed to be some question as to how you managed to escape the Vanguard agents.
Magic.
So I thought. You've been picking up a few pointers in Arcadia.
I'm turning into quite the Girl Scout. It's amazing how resourceful you can be when you're in a bind.
I see. I've noticed.
How did the Vanguard capture you?
With a small army, and with the help of a very dangerous man, Gordon Holloway.
I met him. Not the most personable guy in the world, and he could really do with some sun.
Gordon is a creature of pure logic. He was split in two halves when he was a child, one bound to Stark, the other to Arcadia. The victim of terrible Vanguard experiments, I'm afraid.
The Chaos Vortex, right?
That's him. He's magical and chaotic, half untethered. What some people would call his soul. Gordon would have been Guardian had the Vanguard not destroyed him.
I heard the story. Can he still be Guardian?
The Vanguard believes so, but if he did become Guardian, he would twist and corrupt the balance to his own benefit. What the consequences would be, I fear to even think.
Have you told me everything I should know, Cortez?
About?
About this. About everything that's happened to me in the past, say, week.
I've told you all I can tell you.
Yeah, sure. You know, I overheard a conversation between you and your friend, Father Raoul, and then McAllen.
Jacob McAllen? He's here?
He was. He released that mutant freak on me, so that I'd tell him where the gateway to the Guardian's realm is.
Ay, Dios mío. We must get you away from here. He's a very dangerous...
Why, if it isn't a family reunion.
I could smell your hand in this, brother. The Vanguard. Was this the extent of your originality? If you had to meddle in the affairs of mortals, would it not have been prudent to show a little subtlety?
He seized the dragon and bound him for 1,000 years. Free at last, brother?
I didn't picture you walking amongst men in a man's body with a man's name, McAllen. The balance must not have dealt you and yours with the best of hands.
The balance will cease to be, brother. The scales will topple and the old walls will fall. The age of dragons is imminent, whether you join us or not.
Join you? You symbolize all that I despise. You hate and fear these mortals so much, you bring on chaos to destroy them, but you will only succeed in destroying yourself. Our time will come eventually, but not by your doing.
Are these worlds of mortals so important to you that you forget who you are?
I never forgot who I am. That crime is yours alone, brother.
There is still time. You are blood of my blood, kin to my kin. You are immortal dragon, and our destinies weigh the scales of the universe.
Where do you get all those cliches, kin to my kin? Doesn't it ever bother you that you sound like a badly written play?
Oh well, I will not miss your sarcasm, brother. It always felt a little strained. Tabas!
Cortez! Cortez's watch stopped. Oh God, his heart. That's what Brian said Cortez called it, his heart. He stopped. Cortez is dead. I can't believe that. It doesn't make sense because... He's gone. They all die. God damn! I can't! Everybody I love dies! Everybody I love. I can't leave without retrieving the disc and the jewels. It's a It's a fancy safe or containment chamber. It's a fancy safe. It's a fancy. It's a fancy safe. It's a fan. I can literally feel the price of this outfit. Nice. Unlock containment chamber? I think yes.
And what, pray tell, took you so long? Excuse me. I'm talking to you. Stop.
Screw you, Jerry. Hello? Flipper? Oh my god, what happened to you?
They shot me. They took the fucking map.
Who?
I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to, but they promised me I'd walk again.
Who did?
Holloway, the Vanguard. I had a deal with them. Then, when you come back, I sent word they wanted the map, information on it. They wanted you.
You sold me out to the Vanguard?
I'm so sorry. They threatened me with they said you can walk again or you can fucking die. Your choice. My choice.
I understand. Just take it easy. Don't move too much. I'm gonna call the cops and then...
No! No, don't. I'm dying. They would just put me in jail. Listen to me. April, the map, I deciphered it. They took it with them, everything, but I made a copy. Over there on the screen.
What am I looking at?
I played with the map you gave me, and though there was information missing,
Why don't you just take it easy for a while? Don't say anything.
They took it. See the flashing cross? That's the destination on the map. Some kind of anomaly, I guess. Nothing about it in any data bank, but right next to it, there's a spaceport, the Morning Star. Transfer terminal to the colonies, luxury hotels, casinos. If you need to get to the position on the map, that's the way to do it. Go to the Morning Star. Holloway was bringing something with him up there to the station. I heard them talking about it. Sounded important.
The Guardian? It's gotta be the Guardian.
These guys are bad, the worst. You gotta be careful. Fucking telling you.
I'm the only chance we got.
I know. Get 'em. Get up there to the Morning Star. Go to the Morning Star. Do what you have to do now.
I will.
I'm sorry.
You okay, Flipper? Flipper!